So I'm the first in my family to go to college. I then continued on to pursue a law degree, and I also obtained that. I think that really paying it forward and pushing people, sometimes outside their comfort zone to develop or pursue a new opportunity or even just take up a new hobby is really, really key to not only building connections with people, but making sure that you are advancing and that they're advancing.
My first was when I left my home state of Texas to join Honeywell Aerospace. It was the first time that I had moved to another state, the first time I moved to a city where I had no friends, no relatives, no touch points. And it was the kind of thing that had to be done at the time, but I'm glad that I did it because I learned a lot about myself. Somebody has to be the first, somewhere, somehow. Part of my paying forward is that I'm very active in the Women in Honeywell Engineering Network, the AWC, the Aero Women's Council, because there's so many of us that need to have that example of somebody who took a step first so that we can follow behind.
I am the first in my family to learn how to ride a motorcycle, and my first bike is a Harley. I love helping other women, especially moms, because we often don't do something for ourselves, and having a hobby is really important and I think really valuable for everyone. And so there have been several other women that I've helped learn ride.
I closed my first global agreement. I've closed many agreements before, but this one was sweeter because of its global scale and because I assisted our fluorine products team to gain a new global partner. When I thought that I was not going to be able to close this deal, when I thought that I was way in over my head, two outstanding women gave me the confidence that I needed. They said that they believed in me, that I was capable of doing it. And this little push was all that I needed.
My first was that I was the first student, male or female, to attend any service academy out of my high school. I want to be able to leave a legacy. I want to be able to help other people, serve other people. And I really feel that being in the Navy was the best choice I could have made, and there's really nothing bigger than that.
I received the first challenge of leading the testing effort of India team for one of the product upgrade that we were doing. It was the chance for me to prove my capabilities to the team, hence I gave all my hard work to get this done. This task was done on time with great quality, and after that the team started believing me and accepting me.
So my first is being the first to graduate with an engineering degree from college. Not only is it first for engineering, but also the first master's degree in my family in college. My father was one of my primary supporters. And going back to what my father always said to me and always resonated in the back of my head, once you do it, they can't take it away. The point is to get to the finish line.
My first was to be able to fight against a diagnosis I received and pick a solution that would benefit me instead of what was preconceived. I was diagnosed with an illness. I didn't have any symptoms, but I was asked to have a major surgery. I ended up, as part of my first, having a new procedure that had never been done before in this state, and I founded a support group including over 1,800 members now, including a former Secretary of State.
I was the first woman in my family to go away to college, and I decided I was going to go, not only go to school, I was going to go away to school, and I was going to be an engineer. And I was going to make a difference in the world through technology. There's this giant wall of can't. You can't do it because you're poor. You can't do it for this reason. You can't do it for that reason. And that just made me mad. So I was going to do it, and I did do it.
My first is to go outside of my comfort zone, to obtain my hunting license, and to go bear hunting. Little did I know as I started this adventure, at 37 years of bear camp, there had only been 2 other women there, 2 women that were the hunters' wives. I seemed to gain the respect of my fellow hunters, and it wasn't because I was a fantastic hunter. It was because I was there to learn, to grow, and to really experience all there was.
I am the first woman of my generation to complete 2 bachelor degrees in accounting and finance, getting married, buying a house, and this last year, adopting a child. And now I can share my story with other girls and with other women. We can help them to grow and to learn new opportunities.
My first, I will say, are 2 certifications that I achieved in November last year. One as a yoga instructor by the International Yoga Alliance, and the other one as a counselor in plant-based nutrition. I was able to get a balance in my life that I thought was going to take a long time to achieve.
I moved from a group that was doing development with using Pascal derivative language and moved back into working in an assembly language position. So my proposal to my boss was, let me develop this in C. My C code for that particular layer was ported to another product that Sperry was trying to get into the European market. And it was the first time they had actually had that capability of porting the software from one product to another.
My mom is an immigrant from Germany, so I am the first US-born citizen of the United States. I am first generation also in my family to get a master's degree. So one of my great work first was being part of the A350, so the Airbus A350 pursuit team. I never look at myself when I'm going after these things that this is my first, and that's what I really want it to be. It's something I'm interested in, I have a passion in, so I drive myself to do that. I love to push myself to whatever limits scare me. You know, whatever limits get me to that passion and that level.